and welcome to the Virtual Business Owners Network on Friday the 24th of May, where our guest speaker today is Lynn Graham of virtualbookkeeping.ie. And Lynn has been in business since January 2017, providing bookkeeping and payroll services to small businesses in Ireland, and she's over 20 years experience in different accountancy roles. She's also a certified Xero advisor and Xero Silver partner, my goodness me, and studied Irish Payroll Association, accounting technician Ireland and the Tax Institute. And her main client base is usually pharmacies. So Lynn, if you'd like to take it away, we'll cut it up to you and off you go.
Good morning, everyone. I'll try and keep this short. Nobody wants to talk about tax on a Friday morning or accounts. As Alika said, my name is Lynn Graham and my business is Virtual Bookkeeping. I have over 20 years experience in accounts, and I set up Virtual Bookkeeping 7 years ago. So yeah, my main clients at the moment are pharmacies, marketing professionals, and electrical engineering company. So I just wanted to talk about why you need to keep on top of your accounts. And when I say that, it's either you yourself, or you hire a bookkeeper, or you have employees that keep on top of it for you. It's just the importance of keeping on top, the software that you can use, and also some time management tips to help you keep on top of it as well. So one of the top reasons for keeping on top of your accounts is your cash flow. So it's really important to know when you can expect income to come in, expenses to go out, and to make sure that there is enough cash there to meet those expenses, and that you can see in advance any issues that may arise, especially when you're planning for tax payments and paying your suppliers. You either have to budget for yourself and the business, or you have different departments where you give everyone a budget that they need to stick to. And if they, it's a key to managing your business finances and to being able to again meet the cash flows. Nobody likes to see this brown envelope from the revenue. So by not keeping on top of your accounts, you can't see when tax is due, and you can't meet your tax payments. So if your tax is late, your VAT, if your VAT is 1 day late, you can be fined €4,000. Revenue don't always kind of practice this, but they can at any stage. The interest charged on late payments is 0.0274 per day. So if you have a tax liability of €1,000, after 30 days, you owe 822. So it's just important to keep that in mind. And again, revenue are not the big bad wolf. They do, it all depends on the business, on your track record, and keeping the communication lines open. For risk management as well, it's important to have a look and see which clients are having difficulty paying your invoices. You can foresee clients that have cash flow issues themselves and deal with that in advance, kind of come at it from a proactive situation. I will be talking in a minute about software that you can use that, you've got it in your hand that you can look at every day. So yeah, so I'll get to that. For operational efficiency reasons, if you can see your numbers, you can see, okay, I've bought this machine and how many items is it producing? Is it efficient or is it not? Is it costing me more money or is it not? That person that I hired to do my website or my social media management, is it actually giving me a return on that investment or not? So it's really important just to keep on top of your figures, to make these data-driven decisions, because without the data, you're going along and you're kind of flying by the seat of your pants. I think that's the word or the phrase that's used. So you're kind of just making decisions on the fly, and so without the actual black and white figures, facts and figures in front of you, it's not a good way of running your business. And we're all in business and we want to keep, we want to be successful. and keep on top of the numbers. Another good tip that I was told is to always be ready for the exit. So you never know when somebody's going to come along and hand you a big check and say, look, I think I love what you're doing and I'd like to buy your business. And the number one thing they will look for is a set of accounts. You're up to date, your profit and loss, your balance sheet. And again, also, if you're applying for a loan or a grant, you will be asked for a cash flow statement for 6 to 12 months. And the cash flow statement, again, I'm going back to it here. It's a historical track of your cash flow and then planning it forward, having a look, and then being able to predict exactly how your income is going to increase over the coming months to year. So my practice, I've always used Xero because I find it the most user-friendly. Now, I know you've had presentations on Xero in here before, so I'm not going to go on too long about it, but I find it extremely useful, very user-friendly, and there are a lot of apps that can integrate with Xero. So one of the tips for keeping on top of your tax, and my main issue as a bookkeeper and the thing that slows bookkeepers down, or even yourself as a business owner, is trying to find the paperwork, the missing receipts and the missing invoices. With the Xero app, you take a photo of your receipt or the invoice, and then you've got it on your phone, and it's in the Xero software. It's in your Xero files in order to be processed for your accounts. And this is exactly what it looks like here. This here is the dashboard that you can see on your mobile phone when you have when you have Xero accounting software. You've got the app downloaded and it connects to your desktop software. As you can see at the top here, every day you can keep up to date because your bank is connected to your bank feed, or sorry, your account in Xero is connected to your bank feed. So you can see your balance and your savings account, and you keep an eye on that every day. Keep on top of the reconciliation. Here is your sales and your purchases. Okay, so you've got your overdue invoices, clients that are not paying you on time, and then that number 4 there is your most recent issued invoices to customers, the quotes that you have sent, and the bills that you need to pay. So essentially, you've got this little snapshot of your business, of your cash flow, and the position that you're in your hand every day. Just have a look at your phone, and that's it. So this is what I'm saying about, keep on top of your accounts so that this information is accurate for you. You can see your profit for the month, and then that's just a sign of your cash flow at the bottom. So you can go into your sales, your purchases, your contacts. If one of these here, if you have your contacts saved, you can, have a look, drill into, okay, 20 overdue invoices, which one is the oldest or the highest, and then you can phone your contact from your phone, obviously. Okay. So just one small point to help you keep on top of that. This book, Eat the Frog by Brian Tracy, is one of my favorite books on time management. From a personal perspective, I'm a mum, and I'm also part of the sandwich generation where I'm looking after 2 elderly parents. One is in a nursing home with dementia, and then the other one lives with me and my son. I'm a business owner. I study. I have a crazy dog. So I have a lot going on. So I've done a lot of work on keeping on top of my time management. So for business owners, I know the last thing you want to do is keep on top of your accounts and your tax, and you just don't want to, you kind of put it to the back. But so the premise behind Eat That Frog is, if you have to, it's a metaphor for your worst task or the task that you dread doing. So if you have to eat a live frog, the best thing to do is to eat it first thing in the morning, so that you know that is the worst thing that's going to happen to you today. If you've got to eat 2 frogs, eat the biggest and ugliest frog first. So when it comes to your accounts, eat that frog and do it first thing in the morning. Send your receipts and invoices to your bookkeeper or to yourself. And yeah, keep on top of the accounts. And that's my tips for keeping on top. So thank you for listening. I know it was a short whistle-stop tour. The QR code on the screen is my business card if anyone is interested in further information or connecting with me on LinkedIn and Instagram, or if you want to check out my website. Thank you very much for listening. And yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lynn. Appreciate you giving a talk. And this is an opportunity